The angles of a triangle are an arithmetic sequence, and the smallest is 30. What is the common difference of the sequence? Okay, we know that any triangle, it has 3 angles, right? 1, 2, 3 angles. And we know their sum. So the sum of these 3 angles is 180. Good, thank you. So what is given for me now is the sum of the angles, and it is a sequence, and this sequence has 3 terms. How many terms are there? 3 terms. So that means n equals what? 3. N equals 3, which represents what? The 3 numbers. Okay, the angles of a triangle are an arithmetic sequence, and the smallest is 30. The smallest means A1. So you have A1, and you have A2, and you have what? A3. A1 is what is 30, but I know what is A2, and I don't know what is A3. By the way, this question you can solve it mentally very easy. 3 angles, that their sum is 180, and the first one is 30, and the difference between them is the same. The difference between them is 30. In this case, if the difference is 30, even if it's not given, you can predict it that it is 30, if you already tried 30, if it is 30, 60, 90, will it work? 30, 60, 90, okay, it works, so that's the answer. So that means the difference between them is 30. This is one way, just to do it mentally. Another way, or you try the choices. If the first one now here is 30, and the difference is 30, so that means the second one you add 30, so it's gonna be 60. You add then here, it's gonna be 90. This is one way. And if you try now the 60, if the first one is 30, and the common difference between them is 60, so the second one, you add 60, so it's gonna be 90. Then add 60, it's gonna be 150. Now, will the sum be 180? No, it will not be the sum. So that means these ones, you will not choose them. So that means you'll check what, you will choose what? 30. This is just mental thinking. But if you want to apply the idea, the formula, and some students, they prefer that way. So, but to save time, you will do the mental way, that as we said. But in this case now, if you want to use the formula, the sum is given for you, and the first one is given for you. I want to find the last one, which is A3. How can I find A3? A3, it equals A1, which is 30, plus n, which is 3, minus 1, which is 2, times the difference. What is the difference here? In this case, it's not given. Okay, I didn't know how to find the third one. Okay, if I go to the sum formula, it equals the first one plus the last one, I'm talking about the terms, times n over 2. What is given for me in this formula? What is given for me is the sum. I know it's 180. A1 is 30 because it's given for me. And number of terms is 3 given for me. So by using this formula now, I can find an. But this one here, I cannot find an because it didn't have what? The difference. So if you use this formula now, it's going to be 180 equals the first term, which is 30, plus x, we don't know what is the last, then times 3 over what? Over 2. Multiply both sides by 2, it's going to be here 360 equals 3 times what? Times 30 plus x. Then what to do here? You divide both sides by 3. If you divide here by 3 and you divide here by 3, you will get 120. So you can write it here. You're going to left side, it's going to be 120 equals 30 plus what? Plus x. Send the 30 here, so then it's going to be 120 minus 30, which is 90, equals what? X. So this is now the last term. So the last term here is 90. If you find now the last term is 90, what will be the middle? What will be the middle number? So that means 30, then what? Then what? Of course, it's going to be what? 60, and the difference then will be between them is 30 for each. Then you choose this one as 30. So as to summarize this question, as we said, you can do it mentally by trying the choices and excluding these ones that cannot give you sum 180. And this is the easiest and fastest way. Or you do it using the formula of the sum to find the nth term. After you find the nth term and you find the previous term, you can just suggest or try the choices to find the middle term. Or you can apply another formula to find the second term based by the first term.